welcome here to the House of European Football in Nyon for the 2025-26 UEFA Champions League playoff draw. Today, the journey continues for those clubs dreaming of a place among Europe's elite with just one more step to go before the drama and excitement of the 36-team league phase starts. Last season, the new format brought us more excitement, more unpredictability and more matches between top teams. And we cannot wait to do it all again this time around as we march towards the final in Budapest on 30th of May. Competition is hotting up, and the second qualifying round matches brought us some incredible performances, with, for example, Viktoria Pilsen making headlines thanks to their dramatic second leg comeback away to Servette here in Switzerland, and North Macedonia's Skandia advancing past Romania's FCSB to guarantee themselves league phase football in one of UEFA's club competitions this season. There is more excitement on the way this week with the third qualifying round kicking off on Tuesday, and I'm sure we will all be watching closely to see who gets the upper hand ahead of next week's second legs. 29 teams are already confirmed for the league phase, with the playoff round set to supply the remaining 7 names. Today's draw features 14 clubs, 10 from the Champions Pass and 4 in the League Pass, including 4 teams beginning their European campaigns. So, to all the clubs in today's draw, the finish line is aside, and on behalf of UEFA President Alexander Schäferin, we wish you the very best for your next steps in the world's best club competition. We are now nearly ready to start the draw, but before we do so, I hand the floor to my colleague Tom Barlow, Head of Club Competitions Management, who will assist with the draw, but will first explain the technical procedure.
Thank you, Toby. Good afternoon, everyone, also from my side. Before explaining the draw procedure, just a reminder that the first leg matches of these playoffs are to be played on the 19th and 20th of August, and the second legs a week later on the 26th and 27th of August. Additionally, as of this round, the match dates are decided by UEFA and the playoff calendar will therefore be communicated later today. With that in mind, we can move now to the technical procedure itself, and for that we've produced a short video that illustrates the key principles from the draw procedure that was published earlier today.
Clubs are seeded for the draw in accordance with the club coefficient rankings established at the start of the season. The UEFA administration may form groups comprising an equal number of seeded and unseeded clubs. The UEFA Executive Committee has decided that teams from certain national associations may not play matches against each other. Clubs from such national associations cannot be drawn together. As the teams qualifying from the third qualifying round are not known at the time of the draw, the coefficient of the team with the higher coefficient in each undecided tie is used for seeding purposes in the draw. According to the participants of the draw, the groups will be formed in order to respect all of the principles. The ties are determined by means of a draw. 2 bowls are prepared, one for the seeded teams and the other for the unseeded. 1 ball will be taken from each bowl and are then placed in a central bowl where they will be shuffled and drawn again. The ball drawn first from this bowl indicates the team that will play the first leg of the tie at home. The same procedure is then repeated until all the pairings have been drawn for the Champions Path, and then repeated to determine the pairings for the League Path. After the draw, if it becomes apparent that any ties are or may potentially be affected by city or stadium clashes, these clashes will be resolved in accordance with the principles set by the Club Competitions Committee for City and Stadium Clashes.
Following this explanation, let me just add a few of the specifics of today's draw before we get started. We will start with the draw of the Champions Path, where the 4 clubs directly qualified and the 6 pairings of teams going head-to-head in the third qualifying round are divided into 5 seeded and 5 unseeded teams and pairings. When we come after to the League Path draw, the 4 teams, all pairings from the third qualifying round as Toby mentioned, are similarly split into an equal number, of course, of seeded and unseeded teams. With that, you have all the information you need to follow the draw, where we'll follow the procedure that was just described in the video. Therefore, I think we've done enough talking. Toby, maybe we just have a quick recap of the teams and then we can get started.
Yes, let's have a look at the teams. of the Champions Pass, as we start with the Champions Pass. And here on the seeded side, we have FK Bodo Glimt from Norway. The winners of pairing 1, Malmö FF from Sweden or FC Copenhagen from Denmark. The winners of pairing 2, KKS Lech Poznan from Poland or FK Crvena Zvezda from Serbia. The winners of pairing 3, PFC Ludogorets 1945 from Bulgaria or Ferencváros TC from Hungary. And last but not least, on the seeded side, Celtic FC from Scotland.
And on the unseeded side, we have the winners of pairing 4, either FC Kairat Almaty of Kazakhstan or SK Slovan Bratislava from Slovakia, FC Basel 1893 of Switzerland, the winners of pairing 5, KF Skindija of North Macedonia or Karabag FK from Azerbaijan, the winners of pairing 6, which would be either Dynamo Kiev of Ukraine or Paphos FC from Cyprus, and SK Sturm Graz from Austria, completing our unseeded teams.
Let's start.
Let's go, yes.
Let's see which is the first pairing of the UCL playoffs 2025-26. And the first team drawn will play, or first pairing drawn will play the first leg at home. And we start with the winners of pairing 3. So the winners of pairing 3, Ludogorets or Ferencváros, will play the first leg at home.
And they will play against the winners of pairing 5. So they will play against Skindija or against Karabag.
And as always, good start to the draw.
A good start to the draw indeed.
Became a tradition that we have always good starts. Let's keep on. Four more playoff matches in the Champions Pass to be determined. And we start with the next pairing. The winners of pairing 2 will play the first leg at home. So Lech Poznan or Crvena Zvezda.
And their opponents will be the winners of pairing 6, which means that they will be playing against either Dynamo Kiev or Paphos.
Okay, so next pairing, it's waiting. 2 we have, 2 playoffs. Now we give it another shuffle to find out the remaining 3 playoffs. And here we are with FK Bodo Glimt from Norway playing the first leg at home.
And they will be playing against SK Sturm Graz.
So let's make it more than halfway through.
Yes.
2 more.
Keep going, yeah.
A few teams waiting eagerly to see who they're facing if they qualify to the playoffs. So the next first leg at home team will be Celtic FC from Scotland.
And they will play against the winners of pairing 4. So they will play against either Kairat Almaty or Slovan Bratislava.
So now we know as well the last playoff. So the winners of pairing 1 or FC Basel. So we have to find out the order. And let's draw the last pairing, the last playoffs. And the first leg at home will be played by FC Basel 1893 from Switzerland.
And of course, as you could already deduce, their opponents will be the winners of pairing 1, so they will of course play against the winners of the match between Malmö and Copenhagen.
Good. This concludes the Champions Pass. Let's have a quick look at the pairings. We have Ludogorets or Ferencváros playing against Skendja or Karabag, Lech Poznan or Crvena Zvezda against Dynamo Kiev or Paphos, FK Bodo Glimt playing against SK Sturm Graz, Celtic FC playing against Kairat Almaty or Slovan Bratislava, and last but not least, FC Basel playing against Malmö or Copenhagen. This, as said, concludes the Champions Pass, but one more pass to do, the League Pass.
Yes, indeed, the League Path, exactly the same procedure, so nothing more to explain, and we can jump straight, have a look at the teams and go.
Yes, let's have a look at the teams, and we start on the seeded side. We have the winners of pairing 1, OGC Nice from France or SL Benfica from Portugal, the winners of pairing 2, FC Salzburg from Austria or Club Brugge KV from Belgium.
And on the unseeded side, in this path, we have the winners of pairing 3, either Rangers FC of Scotland or FC Victoria Pilsen of Czechia, and the winners of pairing 4, either Feyenoord of Netherlands or Fenerbahce SK from Turkey.
Good, let's start.
Nothing further to say, yes, we go straight.
Let's find out the pairing and the order. And here we are with the winners of pairing 4 playing the first leg at home. So Feyenoord or Fenerbahce will play the first leg at home.
And they will play against the winners of pairing 1, so they will be playing either Nice or Benfica.
So we have the winners of pairing 2 and the winners of pairing 3 remaining.
Indeed.
And we have to find out the order. So the last thing we draw for the Champions League playoffs will be the first leg at home to be played by the winners of pairing 3. So the winners of pairing 3, Rangers or Victoria Pilsen, playing the first leg at home.
And of course, they will play that match against the winners of pairing 2, so they will play either Salzburg or Club Brugge.
So yes, that's the league pass, and here we have another look. We have a Feyenoord or Fenerbahce playing against Nice or Benfica, and Rangers or Victoria Pilsen playing against Salzburg or Club Brugge. So this concludes as well the league pass draw, and this concludes then today's draw ceremony. And as Tom said, the first legs will take place on August 19th and 20th, and the return legs on 26th and 27th. The winner will progress to the league phase, for which the draw will take place in Monaco on Thursday, August 28th. And therefore, from all of us here at the House of European Football in Nyon, it's a goodbye for now, and see you soon.